Hey everyone, and welcome back to Yosemite Valley. Welcome back to another build in the panda habitat and also entrance area. Today we're going to finish the panda habitat and we're going to build the viewing gallery. And we're also going to build a little bit of an adjustment to the entrance staircase that leads down into the sequoia area. Now, the question of the day is back, guys, and I will try to keep this in my videos now. So today's question that I want you to answer down below in the comments is, what is your favorite spot in the world, like location, nature-wise, okay? So what's your go-to spot, where you love to go, you know, nature-wise and so on? There's a specific reason why I'm asking that, which is I'm going to talk about that in the next video. However, just as a little quick update here, I will take this wonderful new question of the day thing, which is not new, we had this in the past already, to try to create something more organic to interact with you. I thought recently, you know, the things we talked about got a little bit more, subtle, because Yosemite basically everyone knows about. So let's just jump in and create a new little thing, because next episode I will take upon your comments and I will read out one of my most favorite comments and I will talk about this one, about why I asked this question. So this is going to be how it is, and if you guys have a question, you know, what you would love to have other people answered, put it also down below in the description, in the comments, sorry, and I'm gonna take this potentially for the next one, so we can, you know, kind of make a question answer kind of thing, to involve the community a bit better into the videos. I think that's fun because once it helps out on the algorithm by default and it makes it a bit more organic. I don't want to shout, I don't want to do crazy stuff on my videos, as you know, so we need to find another solution. And the second thing, you guys get to know each other better, and I think this is very important. I want to start building the interaction with you guys in the comments as well. I do know a lot of go-to people. YouTube has this wonderful system now where you do get some little icons next to the people. Only I can see them, and they do indicate how often people interact with the channel, and the more you interact, the more icons you have, and so they are more obvious to see for me. So in case you guys want me to see your comment, actually it helps commenting by default, because it gives you some more icons. Anyways, that's just about it. Let's talk about Yosemite Valley, because I am really energetic today when it comes to this project. I don't know, I just had a couple of days of a little break from Planet Zoo, which was badly needed, to be honest. I was playing a lot of Valheim, and I would really love to see you guys over in the Valheim videos as well, because Valheim really has been a vital part in my, building the last couple of days. I also made a community post about that. We'll talk about this in a couple of minutes. But first of all, let's focus on the Yosemite thing. Now, I really want to finish this project off now in the best way possible, and if you guys have been in my live stream yesterday, then you will know we are already further into it with the parking lot and the flamingo area. And for me personally, this project offered so much creativity, so much room. But now, as we end this, and this is also related to the question of the day, we need to branch out into something new, something completely unique, something we haven't done yet. And I just want to get some inspiration from you guys about your favorite spots and locations in the world, simply to broaden my horizon. You know, as someone who lives in the center of Europe, I obviously do only know my stuff by heart, which is around me, and only the locations I've been visiting. But you know, since we are a global community, we get so much together, and it's very important to really be open to just discover new stuff. And this is what I want to do. And the same applies to the project over here. I discovered a lot with Yosemite, and I think it's only fair to bring this project to an end in the best way possible. So I have to say, I'm really happy with how the panda habitat turned out. Honestly, I was super afraid. I was super afraid to build the panda habitat simply because I wasn't sure if it fits in the project or not. Honestly, I love the idea of having a panda habitat because so many people commented it, but still I want to maintain the story of the zoo to be coherent, and I really was afraid. But honestly, I think it is the best thing we could have ever done to really round this off, as maybe this is next to the domes, the South American domes. This might be the second newest, or maybe even the newest addition to the zoo for a panda recreation project or whatever. So this is something I'm very excited about to share with you, because I think it's super good looking, it's super nice, and there's a lot there's a lot to love about this habitat, because it has all these different layers in it. It has some beautiful viewing spots. It has a pretty realistic feel to it, since we separated both sides of the habitat. It is very nice because it covers two main areas of this zoo. It has a very neat backstage access area, as almost going into the education part of things, and then it has this lower area viewing spot here for the guests, which fulfills two major things. And first being, it is very nice for the people to see, but then it is also very nice for the animals, because it is far away enough to give them privacy, so the animals can actually roam around to other layers, and then they are not annoyed by the people. And so I think it's a beautiful combination of beautiful viewing spots at the one hand, and also loads of privacy for the animals on the other hand. So I'm a big fan of how this turned out to be looking, and also I'm a big fan in general how this entire area down here with the sequoias turned out. We're also going to tackle the fencing in a bit, simply because the fencing didn't look too well, so I decided to, change these kind of things. But yeah, just in general, Yosemite is really into the finishing touches now, and there is not that much left to be done, but I really think we managed to, I don't know, create a project that is, it went actually beyond borders. It went deep into realism. It went deep into crazy builds. Remember, the chimpanzee, or like the Planet of the Apes habitat, was initially a part of this project. But I think now, seeing where we've come to, you understand why I took the decision to take it out of this series. And yeah, there is, also little teaser, if you guys are interested in movie habitats, I finally decided for a new one. I started it, but there is no guarantee I'll be done before the break, so if I'm done, I'll release it. If not, I won't, and I will release it afterwards. But it might be doable, it might not, who knows, but it's gonna be great. I have something that was not really suggested that often, to be honest, but after a long time of struggle, I kind of did do something. However, I might hold it back until the DLC is at least known what it will be. Because we all know there is a DLC on the horizon, and we will actually see how that will be working out. And maybe I have to adjust a few things according to what the DLC will offer, but that's something we will have to tackle upon. Anyways, let's now focus a bit more on what is going on with the channel and with Yosemite after it's done, because there are a couple of things I heard you guys, I heard you. There are a couple of things I want to do, simply because there are so many people who still wanted to see more of Yosemite, and I might actually do, I might exploit this project quite a lot, and we will make a Yosemite Valley week. So this week, and I need your feedback on that. If you have more ideas, put it down below in the comments. But the idea about the week would be to do a tour separated into 3 parts, okay? So I'm gonna record the tour, but it's gonna be uploaded on 3 days in succession. And then there will obviously be one video along with this, with the whole tour, which might be 2.5 hours long, who knows, That's something I definitely want to do. I will try to get some guests in for the tour, because doing that on my own might be a little bit too boring. And 2 hours of just me talking, I don't know. Or maybe we are going to do the tour on stream, I don't know. You guys have to comment if you have an idea. So this is one thing we do. Then I will definitely do the one thing I have done already with Summer Lake. This is going to be like the interactive zoo map. So I'm gonna create like a YouTube video where you can use this timestamps to click through the different habitats. This is gonna be horrendous because I have to do a crazy job in making sure that this all works, but I think it's gonna be something really cool. I hope you guys appreciate that as well. Then we will have like a cinematic video. Mostly they really don't do well, but maybe we can do this all together with you. That would be amazing if you can help pushing these things and really giving Yosemite the spot that it deserves. I really hope that you guys have a good feeling about this. If there is something you want to see as well, if there are more things you'd like to see, if you have ideas for a guest who could be a guest in the zoo, if there's anyone from Yosemite or who's living there wants to give some quotes or images that show how close or how not close it is, that would be very much appreciated as well. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do because this project really, I even would rate this by now above Isla Napali. Simply, Isla Napali, for me personally, wasn't finished fully. The game made me finish it at the point I did, simply because of performance. But we still had a lot of things open, so the mountain, the bunker, and so on. It wasn't really entirely done. But this zoo, this project will be 100% done. I will not have an open spot left where I feel, yeah, you could have done something. This is going to be fully, completely done. Yes, there will be a few things in like details and so on that could have been done better. But other than that, we even did like, there were a couple of things. Let me just tell you. The chimpanzee house and also the big cat house. These two things, in all honesty, I never thought I would actually go back to them and change it. Because usually when it's so long ago, like month ago, that you have actually built it, you want to do something new. And it's just annoying to go back to old stuff, But in this specific case, I just wanted to do it simply because I felt, okay, it's not paying justice to how great this project became. So I really felt like I need to do it. And I'm especially proud of the fact that we redid the big cat house and that we also redid the chimpanzee habitat a little bit. So these two things I'm extremely proud of because, again, it's not normal that you do this. So this is something I'm really, really happy about. And there were like so many memorable moments in the zoo. Like, we have a lot of Easter eggs hidden in here. We have a lot of people that, are in with their names, whether it's been bins or benches or whatever. Just as a little reminder, by the way, if you are in my live streams, you can actually become a bin. I don't know who of you loves that, but you can actually become a bin, a trash bin, a legit trash bin. I mean, who does not want to become a trash bin, huh? So just mentioning that. But yeah, so again, we are on a very good way of making this look good. So, and also one thing we need to talk about, simply because it is just a normal thing about these kind of games and how they're set up. Obviously, this game is always been updated. We have a lot of DLCs, and since this project is basically from the very beginning, it is just natural that things in the game improve over time. So some areas of the zoo do not feature the same elements as other areas do, simply because the pieces were not existent at that time. Now, I do understand that you could always go back and forth and so on, but in order to have like the perfect streamlined, coherent project, you would need to wait until the game is like fully released and every DLC is done and you know that there is nothing else coming. Then it would be possible. But I kind of like the charm that it gives when things develop over time. And so you can really go into the bison area and the Lemur Dome, and you can really tell this is the best possible thing we could build at that time. And the further you go into the zoo, things get better, things get more elaborate, things get more detailed and just look different because more pieces were there and so on. And I think it is part of the zoo what we have here. And yeah, I'm just very happy. But now let's jump over into the real-time part. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the real-time part, and as you can see, this is the last thing we've done in the Speedbuild. This is the little area here in front of the Lemur Dome. I can actually turn on the play mode. It's maybe not as great FPS, but it's also not as bad, so we can also keep it in play mode. So you can see, you come down this area, and over here you have to the left-hand side is the Lemur Dome, to the right-hand side it is the Sequoia Forest, and you can see the bottom is not as bad though. They just sink in a little. We just call them very flexible shoes, you know, very nice little foam shoes and so on. So if you go to the left hand side, I really hope that this is all going to change the way the people will stand here in front of this area. I'm gonna put like some picnic benches in the back and some vending machines maybe, but I do want to make sure that not everyone is standing in the middle here. So this is the idea. Is there anyone around here? Oh yeah, some smaller animals roaming around here. But yeah, so if we go then to where we've been last time, so I can see, and there's also like the Sequoia Forest is here to the right hand side. This is the chimpanzee house, and to the right hand side, if you take that turn, which is very broken, but anyways, it's the big cat area and night house, and this is the giant panda view. And we also have to put like a a sign in to the left hand side, this is where you go to the big cat area, and to the right hand side, this is the panda viewing. And you can see already from approaching this area, it really looks, oh, look at that, the panda just came around. Oh my god, this is timing, guys. This is just timing. Look, can we also, wait, let me pause the game. I want to see if we can get a bit of a better lighting here. Oh yes, we can. Look, this is way better. There you go. Our friend the panda is just waiting for us here with the viewing. Gosh, look at this. This is really cool looking with the panda there in the back. And, let's just go around if we can spot you. You go already have first education. And then you go to the viewing gallery and booyah, there we are in. Where's the panda though? We saw it from over here. Oh, there you go. There is where you see the panda. I mean, it's just looking fantastic over here simply because you have this wonderful little viewing gallery. You can see the panda moving in there. You have a wonderful view. Just in general, you have a wonderful view. I'm just going to pause the game real quick so you can catch all the views. And we can also test if there's a better lighting condition for this viewing gallery. I don't really think there is. It's not really that much light coming in here anyways. Where have we been? I think it's somewhat around 1-ish. Oh, whatever. Let's take it that way. That should be fine. So yeah, you can see this is really how it all should be looking. And now with the viewing gallery over here, I think it's looking all fine. And if we turn around from over here, you can see it's like a little bit in the shadow, which is just normal with all these gigantic sequoia trees here in the back, which is fine. This dude is having a hard time going up the hill. But yeah, so this is the viewing gallery. We have like a little separation here with bamboo. This is where the waterfall comes down, which I think looks very cool indeed. If we are standing down here, you have this rippling down, looks cool. You can spot the animals here to the left hand side. There's some enrichment. You have the train bridge in the background. I think it all works very, very well together, and I'm pretty happy about how this all turned out. Now, finally, the sequoia area is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's looking very overwhelming and very, very crazy with all these big trees, but you can still, if you go through here, you've got this picnic area where you can sit down, chill, and relax a little bit. And given the fact in summer it is potentially very hot in this area, you do have this area to chill down and to cool down a little bit. It's actually in this valley. You have all the trees giving you some shade and so on. That's pretty brilliant. And in the winter times when there's snow and so on, you can still get some cozy times in here because it's a bit more, chill. There's not that much wind going on. Again, the trees are giving you some shelter, so that's all good. So here you can see the bridge going over to the chimpanzee habitat, and then if you go to the right hand side here, this is the path that leads into the beautiful big cat area, which then if you go in here, it opens up to still one of my favorite spots of the entire zoo. This viewing spot over here is just picturesque AF. It's really nice looking. Now with the Siberian tiger change we've done, it all opens up so much more nicely. You still have this backstage area hidden away in here, but now with everything more open and giving this whole area so much more character, I think it's really nice. We briefly spoke about the fact if we might want to bring in the Bengal tiger somewhere in here. I think I won't do it for now, simply because we have all the big cats already, and the Bengal tiger might be the only one missing, but I still believe Yosemite does better with a Siberian tiger anyways, so I think we can leave it as it is. And boy, these dudes over here are still doing crazy. So many penguins in here. I think they can still dive, but it's getting a little bit more choppy with the diving, simply because there are so many animals in, and then they require even more diveable area. But I'm still just completely blown away. Like it's still feeling unreal that we do have an actual penguin habitat in this zoo. Remember when we've been doing that sign? This was all our wish for the future. And deep in me, I did not really believe we would ever get it, but here we are, and we're sitting and waiting and wishing and listening to Jack Johnson and having our little friend coming over here from its little dive. I am absolutely still blown away by this area. We do have to get rid of some of the penguins though, to make sure that they can properly dive and not that this way. Look at that, the dude is actually taking their way over the roof. I'm also a big fan of this backstage area. You've seen from walking through the zoo, it's really not that obvious. It's very well hidden from nearly every point in the zoo, despite it being very big, you know, because over here you have the Lemur Dome blocking it, and then if you are lower and from guest perspective, you never really have a nice glimpse at it. Like there's a bit of a building, yes, then you go over the bridge, we have this fence that is making sure you can't see it, and then you've got this building. No, there's like barely any possibility to see it. Maybe from over here, from the bridges, you might get a little glimpse. Yeah, this is where you get like a little glimpse into the backstage area, but that's mostly about it. There's a lot of nature blocking it, so yeah. I guess that's it for today's episode, guys. I really hope you are as happy as I am about the panda area and everything else. It's just, I think it looks very neat indeed. I think the work we've done in here is very good. And also I like how this turned out here with the new staircase and having a bit nicer of a little entrance area here. I think that looks miles better than it did before. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, remember to answer the question of the day. Here's the question again for those of you who skipped through the video. Yeah, I know you skipped through the video. You in front of your phone, you skipped through the video. I know you. So question of the day is, what is your most favorite spot in the world, location wise? What is your most favorite spot? That would be very interesting to know. And other than that, I hope you guys stay safe. I see you in the next one. And if you want to catch me live, I am live again tonight on Twitch with some Valheim though. But tomorrow there will be a huge Planet Zoo stream starting just after 8 p.m. Central European Time. So in case you want to join that one, make sure to follow on Twitch. And that's all I can say for today. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good time and goodbye.